Hello, friends. Very warm welcome to all. You see, this session is mainly for a sort of exposure or a sort of what our elite panel means of experts, trainers, educationists can follow in their respective schools and colleges to contribute for this cause of spreading financial awareness. The event which is coming up is Global Money Week, so I strongly recommend, like, whatever you see, we may not be able to contribute much, but in bits and pieces, even if we are able to do one particular event which we might be doing already, but we are not aware. Like, we are just going to, what we are going to do is, like, we are just going to bring in financial education in our focus. That is all, through which we may do certain events, exercise, which may be helping our nation to grow forward, our population to have a wiser decision making. So is all the need of our. Okay, in this segment, we are trying to focus mainly the youth of India, and the theme is Global Money Week 2023. The slogan is Plan Your Money, Plant Your Future. It is going to be there between 20th to 26th March. Okay, these 7 days are very important. So if you look, this Global Money Week is actually an initiative taken by CYFI initiative. Now you see, what is this CYFI? CY is Child and Youth Finance International. You see, this agency was always kept undercover. I've never learned about this agency earlier, but this time when I was putting up into my presentation, I thought to go and check about their website, and I found a wonderful agency working on this initiative. And then you see the broader, like you see at a broader platform, OECD, International Network of Financial Education, is INFE. Okay, International Network on Financial Education. INFE is taking the lead, and they are coordinating the efforts across the globe. Okay, 175 plus countries have participated in this event and past, bringing in their youth. Like, they're trying to, like, bring in financial literacy among their youth is a good initiative, and I feel like we all should be a part of it. Let's go in. Now you see, when you look into the background of this, you'll understand that it is actually not a one-time phenomena. It is actually a recurring event. So since 2012 it has started till now, they have covered 53 million children and youth. Okay, in 176 country worldwide. So every year new countries are joining this initiative. So we can also a part of it. So this year the aim is to create awareness among the masses, especially the youth, so that they can have a responsible, informed, and forward-looking approach in terms of financial decision making. Okay, so I've given the website address on the right side. So I have also quoted the Asia coordinator, the email ID. So if you need something, anything that you would like to do, you can always approach them. You see, in this, I'll discuss a series of activities that you can do with your students, with your various stakeholders that are there in your environment. It helps to, like, bring your institution into limelight with such certain activities, and whatever you do, try to cover it in media also. Okay, it gives boost to you. It may be an annual feature which may be added to your like, you see, college activity or school activity. So the first thing that we have is social media campaign. So which, in which we can do is, like, we can actually start a competition between youth, where they can come up with certain themes. Like, you see, in TikTok you must have seen so many videos. It can be like, you can build your own feature, something on how to manage money smartly. So that, you see, when you start certain campaigns like this, people, maybe I'm not able to reach to everyone through this video. It is not possible I'll be able to cover everyone in a very short period of time, but maybe possible when these young brand ambassadors, you see, young youth ambassadors, when they take up these issues on their social media handle, things may disseminate very fast. So what I'm trying to do is, like, I'm just trying to spread a word across according to my capacity and my best my best reach. And then I feel like some of you who are watching it will for sure take this initiative further as per your capacities. So here we do have all social media campaigns going on. Then the next thing that you can do is, like, we may plan something, a question and answer session on money matters, where your experts, your internal experts, or maybe some external experts may be put onto a live session, where, like, you see a team who is handling the chat messages. So people are putting up their questions, they are getting a response. So one expert team will be handling your chat messages, second expert team will be taking up those questions in live session. Okay, we may set up something on Instagram, some stories like this, and you see it can be a video call where people from classroom can be connected to people from experts or people and experts from industry. So connection between academics and corporates can be built up using this exercise. Okay, it will be healthy, and let student plan for it. This is not we are supposed to do it for them. We need to just guide them, direct them, and rest is like what they are going to do is like it is their efforts, and they learn a lot on in terms of event management, in terms of listening with resource persons, experts, in terms of organizing an event, in terms of bringing in sponsorship, in terms of chat management, in terms of invite, in terms of documentation. You see, it will be a tremendous experience for your youth. Chaliye, carry on. You see, next is like we do have an opportunity where we can do certain online quizzes and competition on various issues of money matter. Like you see, we can use certain very interactive platforms like Kahoot. Okay, where you see you do a test, you enjoy that test. Okay, it is a gaming platform, so you can put in your questions and you see it on a real time basis. You can see where do you stand. Competition is on, ranking is displayed to you after a couple of questions, so correct answers are also shown to you. So through simulation, through gaming, you're actually what you're doing is like you're giving a very good experience to your audience, and in that due process they enjoy, they have fun activities while learning. Okay, this is what we can do. Then the next initiative that we can do is like again we may have a digital connect across the globe. What it means to say is like, can we connect our college with another college from a developed nation or a developing nation or a least developed country, so that we can compare the various counterparts. Okay, and we can discuss something about like inflation, GDP, how is their state or their local authorities managing their affairs. Like these are certain points where you see, without bringing in any conflict, without bringing in any rigidity, we can come and have a discussion on it. You see, it will be a wonderful exercise when you connect two, three colleges across the globe. You see, it is a global event, and digitally we can do it at zero cost. Okay, so I'm sure that many of you will try to experiment with this. And if you're trying it, just give me your feedback. Give me your feedback and remarks in chat section, so that others will also be able to experiment and implement. And I say, I'm open to like give my services to you on any of these initiatives if you want. Okay, the only thing is like you have to approach me through a message on my section, video section. You put me a message, I'll give you my detail through email or mobile number, whatever you want, and we can set up the further event specific detailings. So now you see, further if you go to this category number 5, what you can do is like you can plan your visit to a nearby central bank office. Yani you see, Reserve Bank of India has its office across India, so you can go to their office. You can go to the mint where they are making coins. You can go to a printing press. You can go to a currency chest. You see, currency chest is widely available in India, but point is like going to taking a visit, school trip or a college trip to these institutions may be involving documentary or some approval mechanism. Okay, so if it is physical, you need approval. If it is virtual, again you need some sort of like planning in advance. So the thing is like we can always plan it. And in India also we do have on RBI's site there is a virtual gallery where you can understand more about your currency. Now, this is like you see, I'm not restricting you. When it is physical, it is sometimes a challenge. You cannot take students out of your premises for long distance. But when it is virtual, don't you think we can do it in India? We can do outside India. So I'm just giving you a hint like what can be done, and there is no limit to your creativity. There is no limit to your imagination, and you can go to any extent. Okay, you may have a virtual visit to Federal Reserve, the Central Bank of USA, or it can be to any of your stock exchange, major stock exchange across the globe. The only thing is like to initiate. Once we start taking initiatives, and you see, we need to work in coordination. We need to work in team. Team is important. So if you want that like you see, you get good team member, you need to start discussing it with people at large, and then from those big masses you'll get few people interested, and then from those few people you may start a team. You can start a team, and I feel like I'm always open to such initiatives. And it is not only me, there are so many people in industry, I have never seen people refusing such initiatives, creative initiatives. Okay, so all the best, and let's move forward. Now it is like, you see, we I'm showcasing you there. In Punjab there is a famous university, lovely professional university, and you see here what is the usual trend is like people, students from classes, they used to visit the nearby shops, the like premises that they have in campus, and they try to interact with the shop owners. The guest lectures are there. So when you do it like this, you see what is happening is like students in classroom, they are getting an exposure to market. These entrepreneurs who are running these small business units, now how they started their journey, what challenges are they getting, how they are managing it. Some of them they are failing it badly, some of them they are managing it successfully. You see, once they start seeing these things at an early stage, you never know, you may get multiple of any Bill Gates, Warren Buffett type of people in India. Okay, so the point is like you start giving them an exposure, and this exposure can start from anything like this: visiting a nearby local business, having a short interaction with them. This will always help you. Now, next is like you can create, you can have certain interactive workshops, some training sessions for your youth, where you see it can be like physical visit of an expert in your premises, but you see this cost, this particular physical visit element do cost. So maybe colleges, schools, institutions, they don't have money to do it regularly. So it is better. Why don't we shift to virtual mode? Because in virtual mode, I cannot, let's say I'm asked for a session in an institution, I need not to go physically to them. Let me do my job at my premises where I'm working, 9 to 5. And for a couple of hours, when I'm supposed to be engaged with this particular event, I'll ask for a break, or let's say I take a leave from my institution. It will not cost me much. But going to, let's say, going to Delhi for a session and then coming back will require at least a couple of days for me to travel. Okay. This is like we can cut down this by just going virtual into these workshops and training sessions. Okay, we can plan it in line to Global Money Week. So you see, only thing is like when you start searching for these platforms, you'll get lots of options as per the need of our whatever is your like requirement. Maybe certain new courses which has been added to your portfolio on which you don't have your expertise. What we can do is like LinkedIn is a very good platform where you can get people expertise from every domain and can do wonderful job. Okay, group 8 is organizing certain events, competition. It may be like online competition, or it may be like physical, like on the spot competition, where you draw something. You see, creativity is what is lacking nowadays. Students, kids are always, they are busy in their mobile phone. So can we bring them to a platform where they do it something manually? They create something without looking into taking the help of any online digital source. So you give them a theme, and then you see the creativity will come from their mind. Now this is what is like you can ask them to create something on making a dream bank. You may have some like on the same theme. You may have some post event extempore discussion, or panel discussion by experts. You see, you bring in first what they are putting in, what they have there in mind. Once you get that in the form of a sketch, you can look at them, and then maybe you can give your feedback on those sketch in a session. So this, what is this? This is all promoting financial education across. Okay, so we are a part. We cannot compel something. Let's say I know a subject, I'll come to your class and I'll start teaching you something which you are not interested in, so is of no use. So better let me first take something from your side, and once I get your sketch on my in my desk, then I can scan it and then plan my session. Then we can have a discussion on it. So this can be done. Online competition can be initiated in collaboration with almost every regulator. You see, regulators are open for collaboration. So many high level institutions, they are always open. Companies, corporates, they are open with their sponsorship. Okay, so there is no end to it. Group 9 is financial literacy rally. So in this picture, you can see there is a rally going on. This is for year 2015. See the crowd. You see, in a rally, when you pass through a particular area, people will start asking questions. Are what is this? What is happening here? You see, if you take your entire school, college, or maybe your department on a walk, like a walk together with certain banners, and the subject matter is clear to everyone. You see, when you pass through, you create an awareness in the entire route. Okay, so it helps. Like you see, these initiatives at an early age will create will put up some seeds in the mind of your youth, which may be having long lasting results. Okay, so all challenging issues, all debates, all controversial issues on finance, if you start discussing it at this age, they'll be much more clear on these subjects. Like retirement planning is a serious area where people of my age group, they have not thought of it earlier, but now we are struggling badly. We don't have much plans available. But the new youth which is coming in, you see, if they're informed about these challenges that we are going to have, so they may be well prepared for this. Okay, so what is like important is like when you do it, we can always bring in this element of the logos and the punchlines. Now right now we are discussing it in line to global money week, so it can be, you see, you can put in into global money week some t-shirts, some promotion material. You see, it helps to carry your message across. Okay, then you can also organize some small exhibitions. Okay, exhibition on the subject that you are showcasing it. Here it is financial education, so libraries are invited. Now here I would like to invite all libraries across India to showcase their books, especially on the subject of finance during this particular week. Now what will happen is like people will come, will look into your books. You never know when some audience is walking into your library without any purpose. Unknowingly they'll come across some books which they like and may start reading, and these books may change their future course of life. Okay, so you see, decision making will come over a period of time with certain experiences. But you see, this is also one initiative that you can do. I'm sure that every school, every college must be having a library. So if you do organize a small event, it will be great. It will be great. And when you contribute it back to social media, share it on social media, you see, it is a wonderful exercise. Exhibition, this is again very important. Once you do it across the entire week, what you have done in the form of various events, what you can do is like showcase it in an education fair. You see, every year so many education fairs are happening where you have to showcase your talent, your particular talent. So maybe possible that your school, college, whatever they have done in this global money week duration, they can showcase it there. Okay, and important is like whatever you do, try to capture it through social media, through media coverage. Okay, newspaper or some TV channels, if they can capture and cover your initiatives, will be great. It will boost your confidence of your youth. You know, they are able to do it at such an early age, so when they can do it anyway, they can reach to the top in your society. Okay, they can do it anything and everything. There is nothing what is called as impossible. Okay, so interactive financial games, like you see simulation games, there are so many platforms available already into market at a very reasonable rates. Like you can always, you see, if you find challenge, search it. If you find challenge, you can always approach me back in terms of any licensing or coordination required. So you see, I'm saying it is most of the games are nowadays available. You need not to play it physical. You need not, let's say, going into stock market is not required. You have dummy trading ports, like you have dummy trading platforms where you create your portfolio without actually putting in any money. The point is like when it is money involved in a game, then only you realize it. You see, your mind, your heart is connected to the game. But if you don't have anything involved physically, it is only virtual currency. You see, sometimes you don't realize it. The point is, simulation can give you an exposure without taking actual risk. Okay, and this simulation exercise is a much better technique of learning rather than going into classroom discussing it in theoretical through using PPTs. Okay, PPT will never give them an exposure, but when they play these, like every topic in your subject, when they can be taught to them using these simulation games, will be great. They will enjoy it. Now, talk show, we can also bring in a talk show where your subject experts may be put on to live TV or radio show, local radio shows. Okay, so you see, you start with local, and then one day you have a high possibility that you reach your global TV channels showcasing your talent. Okay, and what we are trying to focus here is financial education. So maybe a chat show, or there may be a session on which we may bring in experts from all regulators. They all are happy to come forward and create awareness. Like all burning topics can be debated a lot. Like right now, so many banks in USA, they are facing a crisis. So what is the reason why they are all failing down? What is the remedy available? how Federal Reserve and US government is tackling this issue. So if you have a debate on this, and which you can air it on like you see radio or some channel, through some channel, you see masses will be able to catch it. And then you see, this is how we create awareness, and the more we create awareness, the more is the situation better for us. Now you see, showcasing, whatever you do, you plant a seed now, results will come later. You do some events now, you see, when you visit the same location, after some time you'll get some people telling positive about your session. Sir, because of your session, you see, I am into this line of academics for last 14 years, teaching so many students all across, from my first batch to last batch. You see, people are like, whenever you see them after a decade, or let's say 5 7 years, they come back to you, they saw you, and they'll come to you and will tell you a unique thing that they have observed in your session, okay, in your lectures, what they have seen. So this is where you see, sometimes when they flourish in life and then they recall your name, ki, I got some motivation from ABC. You see, there I feel like this is much better than anything else for a teacher, for a trainer. When your trained people, the people whom you have trained, they are shining into market. It is like, ultimately teachers' role is to create awareness, is to train, and then the other side, the lot which is getting trained, if they do something wonderful in industry, it is the credibility goes to you, like the credit goes to you. Your credibility goes up with the performance of your audience. Okay, this is where I feel like you can also showcase, let's say not in first year, but in follow-up session, which may be a half yearly or maybe a yearly event. You can showcase some of the success stories of your previous participants, how their life has changed due to your session. So these are around, this is one story which I have taken up from one of your regulators website. This is what you can do. Media coverage is very important. So if you don't put your content that you have done for media coverages, where you lost everything, you can make a like particular list of people whom you are going to approach before the event. After the event, prepare your story, write up perfectly crafted, and then send it into multiple medias, Hindi, English, local language, share it, and then you see, capture those pictures to be displayed on your local, in your institution in-house notice board, so that other people feel motivated, and next year when you are going to repeat the event again, you see, you will get huge crowd without much of like effort. Okay, first year maybe some efforts required, maybe regulators, when I'm saying regulator means college institution or wherever you're working in your corporates, you see, maybe management may not be able to understand your idea, but when you do it second year back to back, you see, they will understand, they'll realize it, the relevance. You see, when you put something like, I'm planting a mango tree today, I'll not be able to get mango in my first year, it will take some time. This is what is like investment period, and return will come back, for sure return will come back. It may not be a materialistic return, but you see, when someone is having a comfortable life because of your guidance, is what makes the difference. Now the ultimate goal is to make everyone self-sustainable, and then doing certain things which may promote financial inclusion in your environment. And with this, I'm just showcasing you that on this 20th March, time is at 1 to 2:30 is like the session which is going to be there on Zoom, which is actually done directly from like the organizers who are presently in this year. The head is representing, a head of your agency is actually representing someone from Italy. So the link for this meet is mentioned in the bottom, where it is mentioned as register at https semicolon. What you can do is, like, you can also visit the website of Global Money Week and can check it there. The link for registration will be available there too. Okay, with this you join this international event, and there are so many proposed activities. If you can do a couple of them, will be great. Do share your feedback post event, once you are done with it, how you felt, what was your experience. Ask some of your students to share their experience also live onto this chat, so will be great. And thank you all for watching my video, and it actually requires a lot of patience to hold back for so lengthy videos. Okay, good day, take care.